And we welcome you to Dorval, Quebec for this heavyweight tilt at the U11 Lac St. Louis division of baseball as the 9-0 St. Laurent Crush, unbeaten first place in league standings, getting set to square off against the 9-3 West Island Royals. Ben Hoffman on the mound to start things off for the Royals. The rest of that lineup features Sammy Granado, number 24, behind home. And meanwhile, we also have Ivan Koladar. He's playing at first. Tyler Cullen over at second. At short is Mason Bocock-Landry. And there's ball one to the leadoff batter for this game, Charles Aravati for St. Laurent. Aravati, Olivier Gregoire, and Colin Freeman. And there's a nice little off-speed pitch that finds its way into the strike zone, strike one. The 1-1 count. That's in there. And a 1-2 count. Actually, no, that's strike three. They say they call it. So a 3-strike masterpiece to start this game. And when you're facing the top team in the league, anything that you have like that to start is just gravy. It's essential for what you need. As Olivier Gregoire steps in. Now the Crush have not lost, and their pregame chant was, we will crush you, and they've done a very good job of doing that to many of their opponents. West Island dropped a 12-6 decision to Lakeshore in their last game. That dropped them to 9-3, so now 3 games back in the loss column for first place. But St. Laurent with a couple of regulars out, as there's some chin music upstairs, 2-1 the count, sending Gregoire to the dirt. So a good chance here for the Royals to try and get something started. And there's Gregoire swinging over the top of that off-speed pitch, which drops down low. It's 2-2 the count. And Gregoire lays off the outside stuff, full count. Noah Patterson is in left. Jaden Clairvaux is in center. And that's ball for Edouard Pellerin, by the way, in left, as we have our first base runner of the game. It's a leadoff walk for Olivier Gregoire, with Colin Freeman, the number 3 hitter, stepping into bat. And that's inside, 1-0 the count. Gregoire on first, top of the first inning, no score on Baby Blue Memories. Here's the 1-0 from Hoffman. That gets past the catcher to the backstop. It's 2-0 the count now, as Gregoire decided not to go for second. Third base coach for St. Laurent saying everyone thought he was going to go for it except for the guy himself. And there's strike one, right down Broadway, 2-1 the count.
Jaden, you're covering on the steal attempt, eh?
Popped up in the infield and fouled back as it hangs up on that fence. Yeah, I feel a little bit less safe about parking my car there. I could have figured that that fence was going to catch it. 2-2 count with 1 down here. That's smoked into left. That'll drop, and it's a base hit. Gets to the warning track. Patterson scoops it up, throws one in, and that'll be an RBI double, and the Crush are on the board as Freeman drives home the game's first run. And James Gallinogurgu will step into bat here, the cleanup hitter. 1-0 lead for St. Laurent. Coming up on Thursday, Looks like we're going to have some U15B Warhawks coverage for you as Ganhawage will take on the St. Lazare Gray Mustangs. And that gets to the backstop, and Freeman will get to third standing up. And a runner just 75 feet away from home now for the Crush with one down. Helen Zhu on deck. The 1-0. Smacked into right. That's a base hit. Picked up by the center fielder Clairvaux, and it's an RBI single for Galen Ogergu. And Galen Ogergu with the RBI single. 2-0 St. Laurent. Helen Zhu stepping into bat. Strike one on Zhu. 1 out. Runner on first base. That's low, ball one. 1-1 the count. Swung on and missed, and we got a 1-2 count on Zhu with William Demers on deck. 2-0 lead for St. Laurent here in the top of the first. The 1-2. That's in there for strike three, and there's two down here in the top of the first. William Demers coming up. Two call-ups in the game for St. Laurent. Dean Zenos and Ryan Allerish. So the Crush shorthanded a couple of players. Off the plate, 1-0. Off the plate, it's going to get to the backstop. Runner's going to second. Galen Ogergu will get into second base with the steal. Oh! Good throwback. I didn't think they were going to throw it back. Galen Ogergu, however, holds his ground. And he's got the steal, a runner in scoring position with two down here for Demers. Hoffman winds. That's in there. Right at the knees, even count 1-1. Granado, Cullen, and Hoffman, the three due up for the Royals in the bottom half of this inning as this one misses outside. 2-1 the count. St. Laurent wearing the orange, the West Island Royals in the blue, gray, and white. That is right down Broadway, and it evens the count at 2-2. That's how close we are to the airport, folks. That is strike three, and Ben Hoffman strikes out the side here in the top half of the first inning. The Crush score 2-0 lead St. Laurent heading into the bottom half of inning number one. We welcome you back here to Dorval, Quebec. Bottom of the first inning, St. Laurent Crush leading by a score of 2-0 over the West Island Royals. As Colin Freeman gets the call on the mound, and he will face a lineup which features Sammy Granado, Tyler Cullen, and Ben Hoffman to kick things off for the Royals in the bottom half of inning number one. James Galen Ogergu over at short. Charles Aravati is at third. Liam Goudreau on first base here for the Crush. Zenos at second base, and that's swung on and fouled back. 0-1 the count on Sammy Granado. St. Laurent 9-0 coming in, and the Royals are 9-3. Tied in the win column, but obviously the Crush superior in the losses column. This one hops the bag and goes to the backstop. 1-1 the count. Helen Zhu over in left. In center is William Demers. Alarish, is at second. Zenos is in right. 2-1 the count on Sammy Granado. Here's the windup. And the pitch from Freeman. Too low, and it's a 3-1 count here on Sammy Granado. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Granado sends a shot to opposite field, and it lands foul. Full count, 3-2 the count. Olivier Gregoire behind the plate for the crush. Here's the full count offering to the leadoff batter. Outside. And that is ball 4, and Sammy Granado has drawn a leadoff walk here for the Royals. And in steps Tyler Cullen. Oh! And Tyler Cullen has drawn a painful base. It's a hit by pitch. And 2 runners aboard to start this bottom of the first inning for Ben Hoffman. And since Hoffman got hit in the helmet, he will have to sit out the inning. That's the rule. So Hoffman will step in with 2 runners aboard here. There's a swing, and Hoffman comes up with air. It's 0-1 the count. 2-0 crush over the Royals here in the bottom of inning number 1. The 0-1. And that's hit well at the center. That'll drop. Demers knocks it down, throws it back. He's out at second. Oh, what a throw by William Demers. From center field, he picks off Patterson, who was in to run for Cullen. So it's not a base hit for Hoffman. It'll go in the books as just a long fielder's choice. And runners are on the corners with 1 down. What a play by William Demers in center field. But 1 run is now at third base as Mason Bulcock-Landry steps in for West Island, the cleanup hitter. If you've watched a few of our broadcasts of this group of kids over the years, you know that the core has basically stayed the same. Want to know the count on Bulcock-Landry? The core has basically stayed the same. I think the only player I don't recognize is Varsangi Clairvaux, number 21, but everyone else I've seen throughout the years. In the dirt, good stop by Gregoire behind the plate. If I'm Ben Hoffman here, you really have to consider moving up. Get rid of that double play possibility if the ball's hit on the ground. Hit on the ground to short, knocked over. There's a throw to second in time. And that is an RBI sacrifice. Granado scores. Hoffman picked off. It'll go in the books as an RBI fielder's choice for Mason Bulcock-Landry. And there's 2 down for Ivan Koladar, who sends a shot to second base. Alarish safe at first base. A close play. First pitch swinging.
Easiest base, on contact.
Ivan Koladar with the single, infield single, and in steps Mateo DePerna with 2 runners on. Runners on first and second for the Royals, trailing 2-1 in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Drops low and it's a 1-0 count. popped up in the infield, and it'll get out of play, fouled. We've got an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Off the plate, 2-1 the count. DePerna against Freeman, the 2-1. DePerna gets it off the edge of the bat to second. There's a throw, and that will do it for the bottom half of inning number 1. So the Royals strand 2, and they trail 2-1 after the first inning. Top half of inning number 2 here in Dorval, the West Island Royals and the St. Laurent Crush. Crush on top by a score of 2-1 in a battle of the 2 top teams in the league. Liam Goujo, Dean Zenos, and Ryan Allerish in to bat for the Crush in the top half of the second as the rain is coming down a little bit harder here right by the water in Dorval. There's strike 1 from Hoffman in his second inning of work. Strike 2, and a good start here for Hoffman. Archambault has moved to center for West Island. And that is a 3-pitch masterpiece by Ben Hoffman to start the top half of the second. His 4th strikeout of the day. In will step Dean Zenos. And Zenos gets sent to the deck. 1-0 the count. Hoffman sets and winds, and that's off the plate. 1-1 the count. Zenos and Allerish, the call-ups today for St. Laurent. 2-1 the count. And that's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's in there, they say. Full count. Sorry, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's strike 3. 2 down. And Ryan Allerish will step into bat. Wow, those were just perfect locations by Ben Hoffman. Starting to come down a little bit harder here. Good swing, but a miss. Nothing in 1 the count. That's inside. 1-1 the count on Allerish. They say that catches the inside corner, and it's a 1-2 count. That's strike 3, and Ben Hoffman strikes out the side here in the top half of inning number 2. 2-1 St. Laurent leading West Island. Royals coming up to bat. We're back at Dorval Community Center, bottom half of inning number 2. 2-1 lead. St. Laurent Crush leading the West Island Royals in this U11A matchup. The Royals coming up to bat after Ben Hoffman struck out the side in the top half of the second. Brett Archambault, Noah Patterson, and Jaden Varsangi Clairvaux to come in to bat for the Royals against Colin Freeman here in inning number 2, the bottom half of inning number 2. That's ball one on Archambault. One run, one hit, and 2 left on base for the Royals in the last inning. And Archambault gets a piece of it at the edge of the bat. Here's the throw. Good throw, but it's late. And Brett Archambault has an infield single. And Noah Patterson will step into bat now for the Royals. Check swing, he lays off. Stolen base by Archambault. His coach was telling him to stand up, get into the base standing up, but Archambault goes for the slide. He's like, okay, up or down. And Archambault is being given a pretty good opportunity to get a generous lead over at second base. Freeman gets a strike in there on Patterson. Outside. 3 balls, 1 strike on Noah Patterson. No leading at the U11A level, but stealing is allowed. Swung on and missed. And we got a full count. Archambault thought about it, but he decided to get back over to second base. Put into play. The throw to first base is over the top. Throw to third. Archambault's in there. Runners on the corners. And Jaden Varsangi Clairvaux with a big opportunity for West Island. He's got runners on the corners, nobody out. Remember, they hit a shot that dropped in the outfield in the bottom half of inning number 1. But then Demers from center field made the play to pick off the runner at second. There's strike 1, and the runner takes off the throw, and he's in. Runners are on second and third, so 2 runners in scoring position for West Island. Swung on and missed by Clairvaux. St. Laurent on top by a score of 2-1 over the West Island Royals. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and he went around, they say, and that's strike 3. A huge first strikeout of the inning for Freeman. Edouard Pellerin will step into bat. Sammy Granado on deck. 1 down, 2 runners aboard. No runs in this inning for the Royals, trailing 2-1 to the St. Laurent Crush. That's strike 1 as it sinks itself into the strike zone. Good little pitch there by Colin Freeman. Freeman watches this one go outside and low, 1-1 the count. And Granado with a heavy swing. Sorry, Pellerin with a heavy swing. Comes up empty, and it's a 1-2 count. Sammy Granado on deck. Here's the pitch. That's outside, and it's a full count. That's strike 3, and there's 2 down. So here's Sammy Granado back to the top of the lineup. Granado is no official at-bats he has. As he walked, he scored the only run for the Royals up to this point, trailing 2-1. 2 runners in scoring position. Strike 1. Colin Freeman finding himself in a groove here. Off the plate, 1-1 the count. Tyler Cullen is on deck. He was hit by a pitch back in the inning, in the last inning. And Granado makes contact, but it's fouled, and Colin Freeman is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed. Royals had runners on the corners and nobody out. Runners on second and third and nobody out even. Ball. And it's an even count, 2-2. That's strung on and missed, and that will do it for the bottom half of inning number 2. Colin Freeman strikes out the last 3, and the Crush retain the lead. It's now 2-1 St. Laurent after 2. We're back with the top half of inning number 3. 2-1 lead. St. Laurent Crush over the West Island Royals. Neither team scored in that last inning. Ben Hoffman and Colin Freeman taking control behind the mound. As we come back with the top half, the top of the lineup for St. Laurent, Aravati, Olivier Gregoire, and Colin Freeman batting for the Crush here as we get set for the top half of inning number 3. Archambault stays in center. Rossani Clairvaux has moved into left, and Pellerin is in right. Or no, Noah Patterson, sorry, is at right. Pellerin has moved to second. Volcock Laundry over at short. Ball 1. Mateo Di Perna has moved to third, and Kolorak has moved to first. Granado behind the plate, and that's sent to left, or shallow left, which is caught by Culadar, and that's out number 1, a quick one. Aravati now 0 for 2 on the day. So here's Olivier Gregoire stepping in. He's walked and scored a run. Now this outfield playing a little bit deeper. Gregoire with a good cut, but he comes up empty, 0-1 the count. Off the plate, 1-1 the count. over the head, and it's a 2-1 count here on Gregoire. Fouled, tipped, and this is still an at-bat. Strike 2 on Gregoire. Over the top, and now it's a full count, 3-2. Second consecutive time Gregoire has faced a full count. 1 down. The full count pitch. And that's foul. Look out. It went right over the heads of the St. Laurent contingents there on the right field line, and could have been a little scary for the fans of the Crush. Check swing, put to first. It bounces into the left field. Throw, gets by, and the catcher will have to come out. And a runner is on second base. Olivier Gregoire with a base hit. And in steps Colin Freeman, who has an RBI double. He's also scored a run. Now Pie 1-0 the count. Fouled, even count 1-1. Olivier Gregoire is on second. 2-1 St. Laurent. Skied into the infield, and the pitcher makes the catch, and that's out number 2, and no one advances. That's a big out for Ben Hoffman as he retires Colin Freeman, and in steps James Gallen-Ogergu, who has an RBI single, 1-for-1 on the day. Strike 1. There's a swing and a miss. That misses, and Gregoire is taken off, and he'll get to third. That was a really good throw by Granato behind the plate. That's in there, and the Royals get out of the jam. Gallen-Ogergu strikes out. It's still 2-1 St. Laurent after 2.5 innings. We're back at Dollard Community Center here in Dorval Community Center here in Dorval. Bottom of the 3rd inning. The West Island Royals coming up to bat, trailing the St. Laurent Crush 2-1. There's strike 1 from Colin Freeman up against Tyler Cullen. Cullen, Hoffman, and Bolcock Landry, the 3 Royals do up here. So the heart of the West Island lineup. And it's quickly 0-2. And Sammy Granato warming up in the West Island bullpen. It's a little low. Cullen has been hit by a pitch. And it's a full count. So from 0-2 to 3-2. It's ball 2, sorry. 2-2. And that's hit foul. And this at bat will continue. The 2-2. And now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Cullen has been hit by a pitch. And that is the second time he's been plunked this game. And a good comeback as well. He was down 0-2 in the count. Gets aboard. And Ben Hoffman, who has reached on a fielder's choice, will come into bat here. Good comeback right there. That's good hitting. Runner on first to start this inning. The ball gets away and the runner's taking off. And now the Royals have a runner in scoring position. Tyler Cullen gets the second. Swung on and missed. Demers in center, Zoo in right. Sanos in left, Alarish is at second. Swung and hit to third. Picked up and the throw across the diamond is not in time. And runners are on the corners once again for West Island and nobody out. This was the same situation in the last inning and they weren't able to get anything going. Mason Galcock-Landry has the only RBI of the game for the Royals. 0 for 1 with that fielder's choice RBI. Hit well, right back to the pitcher. The throw to first, they get the sure out at first. But the run scores, and that is an RBI grounder. Runner gets the second, 1 down, and this ball game is all tied 2-2 for Ivan Koladar, who has an infield single, 1 for 1 on the day. And the Royals have tied up the score. Fouled. Hit well to the pitcher. 2 down. So Koladar grounds out and Mateo DePerna will step into bat with the runner on third. That's the go-ahead run at third base in a 2-2 score. The Royals have tied this game. DePerna foul tips this one at strike 1, 0-1 the count. And it looks like Sammy Granado will be getting the ball in the top of the 4th. Off the outside corner, it's 1-1. Brett Archambault's on deck for the Royals. Off the plate. That's in there. Two balls, two strikes on Mateo DiPerna. The 2-2. Ball 3, and it's a full count. And you have to wonder, too, who's going to come in for the crush after this inning, as Freeman would have pitched his third by the time this inning's over. Still got a little bit to take care of in between. And he does that by getting the strikeout of Mateo DiPerna. The West Island Royals have tied the game, however. It's now 2-2 heading into the top half of the fourth. Welcome back to the top half of the fourth. All squared at 2 between the St. Laurent Crush and the West Island Royals. New pitcher in the game for the Royals here in this U11A matchup as we start the top half of the fourth. Sammy Granado in to pitch. And he's taking on Helen Zhu to start this inning, and Zhu swings over the top for strike 1. So Zhu, Demers, and Goudreau up for the crush here. And St. Laurent has a pitcher warming up as well back there. It looks like Olivier Gregoire. 1-2 on Zhu. Outside, and we got a full count, 3-2 on Zhu. This is U11A. West Island 9-3, St. Laurent 9-0. Zhu makes contact at third. Good stop. The throw to the cross. Safe. And Zhu beats out the throw. Good hustle down that first base line. And the Crush have a runner on first base for William Demers. He's 0 for 1, struck out back in the top half of the first. Strike 1. Good pitch from Granado, finding that inside or outside corner at the knees. 0-1 the count. Tie ball game here, 2-2. Nothing in 2 the count. The 0-2. Oh, it's inside. Sorry, 1-2 the count. Just missed the plate going inside. The 1-2. Fouled. And that ball is stuck up in the fence. One of the kids could go climb up. I used to go climb up that at the old hospital ball field in Ganawage all the time. That was like 20 years ago, back in my young grasshopper days. Off the plate, 2-2 the count. And now it's a full count on Demers, 3-2. And that is a big first out as Sammy Granado fans William Demers for out number 1. So here's Liam Goudreau. He's 0 for 1, struck out back in the second. Ball one. Foul tipped, and it's 1-1. Here's the pitch to Goudreau. Fouled back, and 1-2 the count. Dean Zinos is on deck. That's too high, and a 2-2 count now. Last time we see this West Island team, they jumped to a 12-0 lead over Surwa Red last year before the Voltigeurs kind of made it a game, and then the Royals ended it strong. Full count. No, sorry, 2-2. 2-2. And that is strike three, and there are two down as Dean Zinos will step in to bat for St. Laurent. Well, it's James Gallinogurgu, who's warming up for St. Laurent as Zinos swings over the top of this one, 0-1 the count. One and one. Here's the 2-2 offering. Sorry, it was 1-1. Now it's 1-2 on Zinos. Can Granado get out of this inning? So 1-2 on Zinos. Ball gets away and Zoo takes off. And Zoo has the steal. And it's 2-2 on Zinos at the dish. And Zinos fouls this one off. He made good contact with it, but just sent it out of play down that first base sideline. Full count. 3-2. Crush 2. Royals 2. And that is it for the top of the fourth. Sammy Granado strikes out the side, and it's still 2-2 after 3.5. Back at Dorval Community Center, bottom of the fourth inning, all square 2-2 between the West Island Royals and St. Laurent Crush in this U11A matchup. And there's ball one to Brett Archambault. Archambault, Patterson, and Jaden Versangi Clairvaux will bat in this inning against the new pitcher for St. Laurent, James Gallinogurgu. Gallinogurgu in a 1-0 count against Archambault. Archambault watches ball two go by on the outside, 2-0 the count. And there's strike one. Ball 3, and it's a 3-1 count on Noah Archambault. Archambault lines this one foul. Good swing, good contact, and it's a full count. Gallagher trying to get out of this inning. That's ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Brett Archambault. And in steps Noah Patterson. Patterson has singled and stolen a base, 1 for 1 on the ball game. Strike 1. Here's the 0-2. Fouled. And it's fouled back. This is Edouard Pellerin, who's batting. So he and Patterson have flip-flop positions in the lineup. That's strike 3. And here's Varsangi Clairvaux, Jaden Varsangi Clairvaux with 1 down. We have ourselves a 2-2 tie here in the bottom of the 4th. And he hits this one well, but fouled. Just a little early on that one, jumped a little early ahead of it. Inside. See, stealing is allowed, but you don't have the opportunity to get a lead at U11A. U11B, there's no steals, no walks even, and that one gets away. And that is a steal for Brett Archambault, and the Royals have a runner in scoring position. That misses. That's ball 4. And the Royals have 2 runners aboard for Noah Patterson. Patterson has singled and stolen a base. Strike one. Galanagaru with the 0-1. That gets away, and the runners are both going, and they're both going to get there. If Patterson can just make contact with this and send a fly ball to the outfield, it could propel the Royals to the lead. Runners on second and third, one down. Granado on deck. And that's off the plate. That's in there. It catches the plate at the knees. 2 strikes. That's strike 3. 2 down. And it's up to Sammy Granado. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout, a walk, and a run scored.
In the air, on contact now, ground ball, just make sure, but otherwise he's running.
And that sends Granado back. It's 1-0. Swung on and missed, and we've got an even 1-1 count. One and 2. Galanagaru 1 strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed. Tyler Cullen on deck. Galanagaru's 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, off the plate, even count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is all over. Deuce is on the scoreboard as well, 2-2. Royals trying to take the lead, the 2-2. Hit on the ground and foul. Granado hits this one fouled. Ball 3. That's ball 4. Granado draws a walk, and the bases are loaded for Tyler Cullen. Tyler Cullen's been hit by 2 pitches today. No official at-bats. If he gets hit by a pitch here, He might be mad deep down, but he would give the Royals the lead.
Anything, you gotta run hard, run hard. Let's see, Dana, what you scoring?
Off the plate, 1-0 on Cullen. Ben Hoffman on deck. And Cullen nearly got plunked for a third time in the game. It's 2-0. Three and 0 on Cullen. And Galanagaru has to just get one over the plate here. 3 and 0. Who knows if Cullen's taken all the way? And he's been hit by a pitch. Again. Tyler Cullen has the hat trick. Tyler Cullen's been hit by 3 pitches today. And this one forces in a run. It's an RBI hit batsman. And the Royals have the lead, and the Crush will huddle on home mound. So here's Ben Hoffman with the Royals up 3-2. 1-0 on Hoffman. Ooh. Three and 0 the count. And again, if there's another ball here, it will force in another run for the West Island Royals. Here's the 3-0. Inside. That's ball 4, and the Royals are up 4-2. And Mason Balcock Landry will step in. 0 for 2 with 2 RBIs, 2 sacrifice grounders, which were the only 2 runs that the Royals had scored prior to this inning. Now they have a 4-2 lead. 2 runs in for West Island here. Not on the plate, 1-0 the count. There's a foul, it's 1-1. One and 2. Oh, that's strike 3. That is it. We're heading into the top half of the 5th. The West Island Royals score 2, 4-2. They lead over St. Laurent. Top half of the 5th inning, the St. Laurent Crush trailing the West Island Royals 4-2. Ryan Allerish stepping into bat. And that first pitch is ball one on the inside from Sammy Granado. Royals just scored 2 runs. They've taken a 4-2 lead. Now it's time to try and hold it and hold off the #1 team in the league and try to send them to their first loss of the season. 2-0 on Alarish. Three and 0. Three and 1. Granados 3-1. 3 and 2. Charles Aravati on deck for the crush. And he's hit. That's the 4th time somebody's got hit in this game. Tyler Colin's been hit 3 times. The rarest maybe of all rarely seen hat tricks. Getting hit by 3 pitches in one game. Charles Aravati. 0-1. One and 1. Hit on the ground, foul, and it's a 1-2 count. Two and 2. Three and 2. And now they're going. And Alarish is in at second base with the steal. And the Crush have a runner in scoring position here. Ball 4. And 2 runners are on. Olivier Gregoire 1 for 1 with a walk, a run scored, and a double. And Granado's going to get relieved. So Sammy Granado is coming out. Or no, it looks like he just got a different ball. So Granado's going to stay in. Mason Bocock Landry, the third baseman, was warming up in between innings and might be in the next inning to try and shut down the Crush. But will he shut down the Crush in a save situation or not? Let's find out. Olivier Gregoire stepping in. Gregoire sends a shot on the ground, and there's no throw. And the Crush have loaded the bases for Colin Freeman. On the ground. And it gets by and into the outfield. They're sending the runner home. The throw. Tie game. Colin Freeman with a 2-run single. And St. Laurent has leveled the playing field at 4. And there's still 2 runners on and no one out for James Gallinagaru. And that's it. We're going to have a pitching change. The Crush have tied the game. Mason Balcock-Landry into pitch. Here we go. 4-4 score. And Gallinagaru sends a shot into right. Throw it to first, knockdown. And the Crush have taken the lead. It's 5-4 St. Laurent. The heart of the St. Laurent lineup gets the lead, beating once again. 5-4 Crush, and here's Helen Zhu with runners on the corners. Still nobody out. Just one pitch thrown from Mason Balcock-Landry. There's strike 1 on Zhu. St. Laurent has taken the lead. It's 5-4. 0-2. Zhu is 1 for 2 with a single. She's also struck out and nearly gets hit by a pitch. And the steal is on, and that double play is no longer a possibility. Outside.
Guys, prep steps, let's go.
And the Crush have battled back to take the lead. And Zhu stays alive by fouling this pitch back. Outside, and it's a full count on Helen Zhu. And Zhu fights it off, and this is going to be pitch number 8 of this at-bat. Helen Zhu just doing a really good job at that plate right now, protecting it, making Balcock-Landry work. That's strike 3. 1 down, and William Demers steps in 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. The next inning, Kodalar, DePerna, and Archambault coming into bat. And there's strike 1 on Demers. The Crush have taken the lead. It's 5-4 St. Laurent. One and one.
Guys, let's be ready. Sammy, you're too deep. Sammy,
Off the plate.
Be ready, guys.
2 runners on for St. Laurent. That's swung on and missed, and there are 2 down. As Demers goes down, here comes Liam Goudreau, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Off the plate.
Go up, let's be ready.
Liam Goudreau 0 for 2.
Place the butt.
Right down Broadway, 1-1 the count. Strike 2, and it's 1-2. Swung on and missed, but the Crush have taken the lead. They score 3, and it's 5-4 St. Laurent heading into the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back to Dorval Community Center, bottom of the 5th inning, 5-4 St. Laurent U11A Crush taking the lead against the West Island Royals, the top 2 teams in the league going at it here, 9-0 against 9-3. And there is ball 1 from Colin Freeman to the leadoff batter this inning. Ivan Koladar, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Koladar, DePierna, Archambault, the 3 up. There's a curveball which sails wide. 2-0 the count. Top of the 6th. Obviously the final inning is coming up next. That misses, and it's 3-0 the count on Koladar. Koladar. The 1-3-0 pitch. That's over the strike zone, but not inside it, and a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the 5th. Here's Mateo DePierna, 0 for 2, grounded out and struck out so far. Ball 1. Ball 2 in the dirt, runners going. And the Royals have the game-tying run at second base. Koladar gets the second.
Get on the ground there and make sure it goes to the backside.
And right now it's 2-0. And Colin Freeman just got to settle down here and get one over the plate. That's Galanagaru, sorry. Freeman went 3. Galanagaru in right now. That's hit well into right. That's going to drop. Zoo picks it up in right field. They're going to wave him home. The throw home. He scores! Mateo DePierna with an RBI single, and the game is tied at 5-5. And here's Brett Archambault, 1 for 1 with a single, 2 steals, and a run scored. He's also walked. And now it's the Royals on the attack trying to take the lead. Ball 1. Galanagaru. Ball 2. They're not going to send the runner. Edward Pellerin on deck for the Royals. Cut and fouled. Well tipped. Strike two. The 2-2. And that's going to get away. They're going to send the runner to second base. And DePierna's on second, and the Royals have the go-ahead run in scoring position. And that is a walk to Archambault. And two runners are on. And Pellerin 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Two runners on, no outs here in the bottom of the fifth. West Island trying to take the lead. The final inning is coming up next. Ball gets to the backstop. DePierna's going to third. Both runners advance. Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Outside. Jaden Versangi Clairvaux on deck. Low. 3-0 the count on Pellerin. You might as well just force Gallinagaru to throw a strike here. And that's ball 4. And the bases are loaded for the West Island Royals. Crush have called for time. There's ball 1. So Gallinagaru stays in. And Jaden Versangi Clairvaux steps in with the bases loaded. 1 run in the inning. Nobody out. Ball 2. Noah Patterson on deck. There's a strike, catches that outside corner. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. 5-5 scoreline here in the bottom of the 5th. That's high, and it's 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Or no, full count, sorry. 3-2. 3-2. Full count, bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th of a 6th inning game. 5-5 our score. Nobody out. Strike 3! 1 down, and Noah Patterson's into bat now. He's 1 for 2. Patterson and Sammy Granado goes on deck. Oi. Ball one. Well, that ball is a little bit wet as it's been consistently raining since the first pitch, but it hasn't thankfully come down hard enough to cancel the game. It's been a consistent, steady pace. That's in there. 1-1 the count. 5-5 the score. One down. Strike two. And it's 1-2 the count on Patterson. Sammy Granado on deck. Strike three. And here's Sammy Granado, 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. And he fouls this one off. Strike one on Granado. Tyler Cullen on deck. And it's 0-2 on Sammy Granado. Hit on the ground to third, stopped by the third baseman. They tag the bag. And the Royals score one, but squander a bases loaded opportunity with nobody out. We're all tied 5-5 heading into the top of the sixth. Top half of the sixth inning, all square here at Dorval Community Center. 5-5, Dean Zenos, Ryan Ellerish, and Charles Aravati. As Mason Bulcock Landry blows this pitch by Zenos to even the count at 1-1. 5-5 tie. One and two. And if the Crush don't score in this inning, it'll guarantee that they will not win. Doesn't necessarily mean that they would lose, but they would not win if they can't score a run this inning. And that is a strike to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Zenos. Oh, that's strike 3, sorry. So Zenos is gone. 1 down for Ryan Ellerish. This is the open inning, folks. Ball 1. Ellerish was hit by a pitch, stole the base, and scored a run back in the 5th. Outside, 2-1. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Crush trying to get a runner on. That's ball 4. And Ellerish has drawn a walk. Back to the top of the lineup with Charles Aravati. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Has also struck out and popped out. Strike one. Ball one. Good stop behind the dish by Tyler Cullen to stop that one from going to the backstop. Runner on first base. That's in there. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Aravati. Ball 4. Aravati draws the walk. So 2 runners on with 1 out for Olivier Gregoire. He is 2 for 2 with a single, double, a walk, and 2 runs scored. And Gregoire behind that pitch, nothing in 1 to count as it changes into the strike zone. Ball 1, and now the runners are both taking off, and both runners are safe. Inside. Fouled. And that's strike 2 on Olivier Gregoire. Inside. That's strike 3. What a huge strikeout. And here's Colin Freeman, who's 2 for 3 with a single, double, run scored, and he's popped out. And he hits this one foul. That was very close. Here's the 0-1. Over the head, and we've evened the count at 1-1. Off, in there. Catches the outside corner, and that's strike 2. Inside. Runners on second and third with 2 out for the crush. 5-5 score. Hit off the edge of the bat. Throw to first. Not in time. And St. Laurent has taken the lead at 6-5.
Hey, Tyler, coming
Colin Freeman with an RBI single.
Okay, now we have first or second. Tyler and Sammy cover the bag of space depending on who goes to it. Ready. Guys, let's get that word out. Right at you.
And the St. Laurent Crush have taken a 6-5 lead. To open the next inning, the heart of the lineup, Cullen, Hoffman, and Balcock Landry in the next inning for the Royals. But we got to get to that point first. And we're not there yet. In the dirt. Hit on the ground to first. And there's no play at first. And a run scores at 7-5 at St. Laurent. And here comes Helen Zhu, 1 for 3 with a single. And Zhu swings over the top for strike 1. Zhu off the edge of the bat. It gets through to the outfield. Base hit. Patterson throws it in to throw home. Scores! Helen Zhu with a clutch RBI single. And it's 8-5 St. Laurent. They've scored 3 runs in both the 5th and now the 6th to take the lead. 8-5. Strike 1. Strike 2. 0-2 on Demers, 0 for 3 on the game. And that pitch sent him back, and the runners aren't going. Back-to-back base hits by Freeman, Galinagaru, and Zhu have added 3 runs to the Crush. Oh, good catch. As Demers got sent back down for a second consecutive pitch. 8-5 St. Laurent leading. Full count. That's in there. Strike 3, but the Crush score 3, and they have an 8-5 lead. They need 3 to tie it up. Back with the bottom half of the 6th inning. Last chance for the West Island Royals. James Galinagaru pitching against Tyler Cullen, who has been hit by 3 pitches. Swings behind this one, 0-1. So Cullen, Ben Hoffman, and Mason Balcock Landry due up here for the West Island Royals. The final hope for them. Foul tipped. St. Laurent has scored 3 runs in each of the last 2 innings after scoring just a grand total of 2 through the first 4. That's a ball. Eight 8-5 lead for St. Laurent. That is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Ben Hoffman will step into bat. Hoffman has walked, singled, and reached on a fielder's choice. 8-5 lead for St. Laurent. Ball 1. Hoffman swings over the top. Galinagaru in his 3rd inning, trying to shut the door for St. Laurent. Fouled off the mask of the catcher, and it's a 1-2 count. Oliver Gregoire, catching behind the plate, got smacked by the ball. Seems to be all right. The 1-2 from Galinagaru. That is low, and it one hops the bag, and the count is 2-2. Three and 2. And you start to wonder as the game gets a little bit later, if we have like some prolonged 3 and 2 counts here, if the visibility factor will start to pay in on those shots which may pop up in the air, because it's getting dark out here. It's been a dark day all day. And here's an example, but I think that's going to just go into foul territory. You know, the longer this game goes, the more you have to start to wonder if St. Laurent will have a problem on any of those pop flies as the visibility diminishes. There's no lights here at the stadium. That's ball 4. And Hoffman draws a walk. Here's Mason Balcock-Landry. 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice, has a sacrifice, and has struck out. On 2 different occasions, the Royals have left the bases loaded tonight. They've left a combined 11 runners on base through 5 innings. Ball 1. Runner's going to throw. Safe. Oh, that was close. Hoffman gets the second on the steal. Hit off the edge of the bat to short. Stopped by Alvarez to throw to first. He's not on the bag. Runners on the corners, and the potential game-tying run. Ivan Kolodak, the game-tying run, is now at the dish. Runners on the corners, 1 down. Ball 1. Eight-5 with 1 out. Off the plate. Swings over the top of this one, and it's a 2-1 count. 3-1 the count on Kolodak. And now 2 runners are in scoring position. Mateo DePierna is on deck, and he had a clutch RBI in his last at-bat, which seems like 3 ball games ago the way this one has turned out. There's a strike. Full count, 3-2. Swung on and missed. And there are 2 down. And Mateo DePierna coming up to bat with his team's backs against the wall. 8-5 St. Laurent. DePierna, as he mentioned, 1 for 3. Single clutch RBI in his last at bat. Off the plate. There's an open base at first. Brett Archambault on deck. And he's reached base all 3 times he's come up. And he swings at some hot stuff here. And the count is level, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Outside. Two balls, 1 strike. Strike 2, and the Royals are down to their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. DePierna trying to keep the ball game alive. The 2-2. And he does keep it alive as he fouls this one back. As you hear the Bee Gees being sung by some young spectators in the background of home plate. The 2-2. Galanuggerud trying to shut the door on the Royals. Full count. Brett Archambault hoping to get a chance to bat here. Out. That catches the outside corner. And the St. Laurent Crush win it 8-5. So the Crush are 10-0, and the Royals fall to 9-4. And St. Laurent, despite missing a couple of regulars, get the job done here in Dorval. Well, this was like a marathon game that seemingly never wanted to end. It goes the full 6. Once again, the final score, St. Laurent Crush 8, West Island Royals 5. I'm Brandon Bordeaux for Baby Blue Memories. Until next time, Hanagiwahi.